Once again, first prompt of our Newman's 5 prompt is read the question. What I'm going to do is I'm going to underline the key words in the question. Alright, so the cylinder of a car engine has a diameter of 9 centimetres. What is the volume of the cylinder if it has a depth of 10 centimetres? If the engine has 6 cylinders, what is the approximate volume of the engine to the nearest 100 centimetres cubed? Now straight away when I look at that question, after we've underlined all the important words, I know there are two parts to that question. Okay, and what I'm going to do is we're going to do one part and then we're going to do the second part, because the second part actually relies, we've got 6 cylinders here, we've got 1 cylinder here, actually relies on the first part. Okay, so I'm going to label this part A and this part B. Okay, so from then on, that's part B, and from then on, that's part A, and this is part B. Okay? What is the question asking us to do? It is asking us to find the volume of a cylinder. Okay? That's what it's asking us to do. Okay? It's given us some measurements, the diameter and the depth. Okay? So it's asking us for the volume of the cylinder. The first thing I'm going to do is actually draw a diagram. And that's part of our toolbox. Okay? Draw a diagram. This will help us to understand the question. So, okay, there's our cylinder. And let's label on this diagram the things we already know. Okay? We know that the diameter is 9 centimetres. Okay? We also know the cylinder has a depth of 10 centimetres. Okay, so now we look at that. It looks a little bit easier to understand. Okay? We're going to use something else from the toolbox now. We're going to use, have I seen a similar problem? And of course, you should have seen this in your class. Okay, we've got a cylinder, and for the volume of a cylinder, we need to have a formula. And what I'd like you to do is go and find that formula now, if you don't know it already. So the volume of the cylinder equals pi r squared. Okay? So that's the volume of the cylinder. Now, here we have our height, which is our depth. Okay? It's the same thing. Okay? And our radius is half of our diameter. Okay? So first thing we're going to do is we're going to halve our diameter. So our radius is 4.5 centimetres. Can you solve the problem now? Can you solve the problem now? You should be able to substitute the numbers into the equation, type that into the calculator, and come out with an answer. Okay. So the first step is the substitution of our numbers and our parameters. Okay, so here we've got our height is 10 and our radius is 4.5, and we square that. I'd like you to type that into the calculator and see what you get, please. Okay, you should have a few more numbers after that. What I'd like you to do is, what I'm going to do is just leave it at those three. Okay, so we have answered part A. We have found the volume of one cylinder. Let's go to part B. So, part B asked us, if the engine has 6 cylinders, what is the approximate volume of the engine to the nearest 100 centimetres cubed? So what we need to do is we need to look at this. We've got 6 cylinders. We've only got 1 cylinder here. That's the volume of 1 cylinder. So we need to multiply these two together. So I'd like you to do that, please. come out with is an amount that looks like this. Okay, have we answered the question yet? Are we even close? We're very close. But we haven't rounded, see that says approximate volume, we haven't rounded to the nearest 100 centimetres cubed. When we're looking at 100 centimetres cubed, we're looking in the hundreds column. So, is this number closer to 800 or closer to 900? It's actually closer to 800, so we're going to round down to 800, and the answer is going to be 3,800 centimetres cubed. Have we answered the question yet? We're very, very close now. What we need to do is this. Because our question is in words, we need to answer our question as well in words. Okay? The approximate volume of the car engine is 3,800 centimetres cubed. Done.